Good morning. I was at the Viking Feast last night, so I'm a bit tired today. So in this video I want to show you some of the footage from the Viking Feast. Now I didn't get much footage because it got dark, of course, and I didn't want to go shining a flashlight in people's faces. But I have some footage, and I'll show you that. And after we have looked at the Viking Feast, I want to talk a little bit about depression, actually. Now, this is not going to be a video where I complain about things. I want to give you one technique to get rid of depression. And this has to do with the tag "Show me your steak." By the way, you'll see my steak in the Viking Feast footage. That tag has been going around in the bushcrafting community here on YouTube, and it's about putting some focus on men's mental health. So I am having problems with the light, but anyway, cheers. So there's a light on my camera which is kind of blinding me right now, and I can't use my microphone as well as the light at the same time. We'll see how it goes. I'll do my best, and cheers. Well, you want to hold it this way, otherwise you'll suddenly get all of the beer in your face. I'm so tired, and I don't even drink anymore. I mean, I'm so tired after last night. Oh, but coffee must be getting older. Okay, depression and men's mental health. Now there are many videos out on YouTube now in the bushcraft community about this topic, and I think it's about time. But I think we all suffer from depression from time to time, and now I have a background as a therapist, and I like to reframe the whole depression thing. Now, reframing means that if we can think about it in a different way, it gets a lot easier to handle. So, oops. Now, that was actually a little bug on its way into the fire, and I got it out of there. But it's December. Okay, reframing. Now this channel is a lot of my videos are about the Viking Age. So let's look at this. Let me tell you a story. Now, imagine you're a Viking, and it's the beginning of winter, and you have a friend, an old a relative, distant relative, or someone you used to know. He comes knocking on your door and he says, well, I'm going to stay for the winter. At least I'm going to stay until the weather gets better. And you say, okay, you can sleep on that bench over there, and you can, help yourself with our food, because we're good people here. We like to help you. Now this guy, he becomes a nuisance very soon. He eats all your food. He farts in your sheepskins, and he makes a mess all over the place. Now, and this guy, he's a nuisance, but you know that he's going to leave in a while, in a few weeks. At least when spring comes, he's going to leave, and hopefully you won't see him again. Now, I want you to think about depression as you would have thought about that friend who is a nuisance in your house. He is, it's very stressful, and you won't like it when he has arrived. You won't like it. It's going to be a rough time, but he's not going to stay forever. And it's the same with depression. Now, depression is natural for us human beings. It's not dangerous in itself. Now, we're not talking about clinical depression, which is a serious chemical imbalance in the brain. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the normal kind of depression that most people suffer from time to time. And it's not dangerous. And I want you to know it's going to pass. It's going to pass. Whatever the reason for the depression is, or you think it is, and however difficult you feel it is to handle that depression, it's not going to linger forever. It's going to pass. It's going to leave you. It's going to go somewhere else, and hopefully, not come back in a long time. So the first thing we need to understand about depression is that it is not in itself dangerous, okay? And it's normal, and it's a part of being a human being. It's a part of being human. It's not. I mean, we live in this society, this Western society, and we are expected to be happy. If you turn on the TV, you know, which I think we should all do less often, you see people smiling. You see in the commercials, they are always smiling and jumping around, and I don't know. Life is not that way. It's not like that, you know, and we have this expectation put upon us that we should be happy all the time. That's not the way it is, you know. We need to, as adults, we need to accept that we are going to have rough times, but they are not going to last forever. Okay? And I promise you, however difficult things are for you right now, it won't last forever. There will be better times. And that's a promise. Cheers. Oh, hot. So, some might say, oh, that's a very simplistic view of depression. Maybe it is, but maybe you should try to you know, reframe the whole depression thing a little bit. And it's that, you know, old obnoxious friend or distant relative who comes knocking on your door and says, hello, can I stay for the winter? Or can I stay for a few weeks? Now, I'm not saying that you're going to be depressed all through winter. That's not what I'm saying. Just saying that it's just natural, and you know, you really hate having that depression, as you hate having that person in your house, you know. Of course, you know, it's some would say that, well, we should medicate for depression. I think that's a very bad idea normally. Now, I'm not saying you should never medicate. I'm not a doctor. I'm not, you know, I'm not trying to, if you are on medications, I'm not saying you should just quit them. Well, that should be a goal, a long-term goal for you. I think it should be, but you would need to consult with a physician for that, of course. So, but I am saying that we need to look at depression as a natural part of life, and we need to accept it. If we are adults, we need to accept that we are going to be depressed from time to time, as we are going to be very happy, and you know, life will be wonderful from time to time. So that's as I say, part of being human. Okay, I am it's a wonderful day. I'm just starting to open my eyes. Oh dear. Oh. Okay, I'll be back with a video in a few days, and well, I hope you enjoyed this one. And if you are suffering from depression now, again, I promise you, you know, it won't last forever, and it will pass. Now, there are things you can do, of course, and to to better your day and your life. Get out in nature. You know, you don't have to sit and wait for depression to pass. I think you shouldn't. Sorry. And also, give a friend a call. You know, maybe someone you haven't spoken to for a long time. Pick up the phone and say hello. How are you? You know, that could even save lives. You know, so do that and yeah, go out, breathe the fresh air, get out in the woods, up in the mountains, out at sea. You know, spend time with good people and laugh and smile when you can. Okay, that's all for now, and take care and have a wonderful day.